So today is October the 6th, 2025, and I am at home about to have lunch. I went out today to do Instacart, and as usual, Instacart had too much foolishness going on with it that was primarily um, to do with an otter to um, Myers. So I was going to do the order. I got in the store and got into the store, and it didn't take long before I got aggravated. Um, when I checked my phone, they had turned on the Wi-Fi and had connected it to some external source. My IP address had changed, and I was very annoyed. And so they set the thing in Myers to take an unusual amount of uh, stamps. So, in other words, so they had green peppers, bell peppers, onions, partially, international partially, like being funny. And then do that. And once you do that, then you gotta take a picture, all those facial recognition stamps. I got annoyed. And that made me look at my phone. And when I looked at my phone, I was right. Because I was like, wait a minute, they taking too many pictures. Looked at the phone. And I was done after that. Because I was like, wait a minute, they taking too many pictures right here. They set the order up, and all you doing is taking pictures every time you look at that phone. And if you're taking pictures, that means your IP is swapped. And if they're taking pictures, what is that other IP doing that they need your face on? It ain't got nothing to do with this store. So, what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm going to get out of this store. Because they set orders up around what they need to make. So, they got a board. It has the plot on it. Operation Sea Biscuit or Operation CJ Hacker. And so we need her to be in um, in Smithfield because we got Jesus working down there today cutting grass, and that looks like Louisville or it looks like Scottsville, Arizona. So what we want to do is we want to take that, get her an order going that way, but put the amount 1803 to the amount that she didn't take yesterday when we added that order to Kroger, and give her that same route going there. That way we got that amount to go to that order. We got this location to go to cutting grass, and we got the phone going to uh, over here in the complex. Now we need the pictures going here, and that's how I do it. And all of that stuff be going to different places, and you just be sitting there doing an Instacart order. That is not an Instacart order. You done linked all those different things for them, and then when they turn it on Wi-Fi, ain't no telling what they doing, because Wi-Fi, they move the signal and change it, so ain't no telling what's going on when they change the signal, and they turn the Wi-Fi off. That means the data's changed. They want back in time, so they turn it off. They say it's turned off on your screen. They do that too on purpose. That's a catch-22. So you just be playing games with them all day, and like I said before, the more money they got, the more sophisticated the game is. The higher they are, the more sophisticated the game is. But they all do the same thing, because you can't really do anything to anybody without the IP address. So it doesn't really matter how much money they got or how much power they got. It's still gonna come through the same way, because you can't get past that. So some levels of hacking is just general. What makes it more complicated is the plot, what you want to do with it. That's just how you want to order a pizza. All the different ways you could do that. All the different ways you can play with somebody online. What you want to do with it. What you want to make the person do. And so that is where that's where it gets technical. What do you want to make them do? You want to make them go somewhere? And they'd be like, yeah, okay. Where do you want to make them go? Smithfield, okay. Where you want them to go? In Smithfield. Then that's your address for delivery. What phone do you want them to use? I want them to use this phone number right here. So I'm going to call, and that gives access to that device. Now, what you want them to do, I need pictures of that person looking into the screen, so I can put that on there, on that phone. Okay? That means you got to put that IP address on that phone when they go in the store. What else do you want? It's ordering. They're ordering crimes. And they have completely captivated Instacart. And Instacart is retarded for allowing it. Because every order on Instacart is law enforcement. So when you get the orders, if it's 5 orders on the screen, they done came up with these orders last night. So if it's 5 orders on the screen, there's 5 different options we've given you on where you can go. We need all of them. So you're not going to pick one and think it's not a link. All 5 are links. So look at the locations and see. They're going to be divided up like this. One's going to be 32 miles. That's going to be on the expressway. One gonna be 23 miles. That's gonna be back roads. One gonna be 9 miles. That's gonna be in inner city. One gonna be 4 miles. This gonna be your drug connection, local. And then they're gonna have one 13 miles. That's gonna be going out of town. That's gonna be like Alabama near Plano Road. And that's it. You're gonna have 5 orders. Then once they see you looking at one that you got in mind, once you think about it, they're gonna take that order off. Once you click on it and highlight it, they're gonna take a picture, they're gonna take that order off. They're gonna do that to Jesus or Marie. They're gonna take that order and they're gonna do that order. Then you'll have your 4 left that you can still choose from. The one where they really want you to go at, that's gonna be the one that costs the most money. But they're gonna really want you to go to that area. That's gonna be the 34 miles. Now the time that you get that, they're gonna have that timed out. How long it's gonna take you in that store to the time that you need to get out here and take pictures like you're getting off the job. So they're gonna have it timed on when that order gonna come through and how long it's gonna take you in the store. And if you get ahead of your time in the store, they're gonna make something lost that you're gonna make. They're gonna make you wait. They're gonna stall the app or do whatever they gotta do to make you wait. So then, when you get in the store, come out the store, they'll be ready. They know how long it's gonna take you to get over there, because that person's gonna get ready to get off of work. That person getting ready to get off of work. You're gonna go over there, be dropping off your order. That person gonna be getting off work. Y'all gonna meet somewhere on the road together to swap out. And your phone gonna become their phone. And they're gonna start calling and texting or sending alerts to the phone through Instacart to get you to look at the phone. And every time you look at the phone, they're gonna be taking pictures with that person's phone. Then if they need to get your voice on the phone, they're gonna use Easter or Gwanda's phone, and they're gonna call you using artificial intelligence, and they're gonna make up a conversation just to hold the wires open, but they're gonna be talking to somebody else on the other line. So that way we get your voice on the phone, we got your car on the tower, we got you in the area, we got you in the vicinity, and we got you on the road, we got you on the my Chevy thing, and that's it. And MX plus Y equals B. And they don't care that it's all lies. They take pride in how true they can make it look on paper. That's what the master looks at. He likes that he looks totally truthful in a court and everybody will believe him. He likes that. He don't care that he's a liar. He does not care at all about that. He likes that. He thinks that he's big shit because he does that. He likes to be a liar because it causes mental anguish to the slave, and he likes to keep them just like they was on the plantation. When every day he stood over them and told them what he likes that. He really does. He loves it. So he doesn't care that he's a liar. He only wants the control, which is why I really did not want to get an apartment, because I knew that he will lord over it. He's a bully, and he will lord over it. He will hover over it. so that he wants you to stay extremely grateful. Like, even though your life is miserable, he wants you to be extremely grateful. And he wants you to see all of the evil things that I really can do that I just haven't done or I am doing. And but he wants you to stay grateful, grateful to him. He wants you to praise him like he thinks he's God. He does not want you to um, pray to God or to try to have faith that he will lead. He does not like that. He doesn't. Contrary to what people believe, he doesn't like you quiet. He likes you to talk to him because he likes to be acknowledged. He does not like you to ignore him. If you ignore him, he will get madder if you ignore him than talking trash to him. He likes when you talk trash to him because he gets attention. But if you ignore him, he's pissed. He's pissed. He will do more if I stay quiet than talking. When I'm quiet and I don't say nothing for a day or two, he's going to do the most. Till I just come out, God damn it, I'm so. And he loves it. He loves it. He loves it. But if I get quiet and I don't say nothing and I just be praying, he hates it. He hates it. He gets stark raving mad in Miss Harriet voice when I don't talk to him and don't tell him that I think he's full of it. He hates it. He loves this. So I give him what he wants. Because he's going to get mad if I don't. Believe it or not, I get more death threats not talking to him than talking to him. Why? Because he wants to know. I want you to say what all you think I'm doing. Well, I definitely think you got slavery going on. And the fact that you're doing it in all these different states is beyond me. But you definitely got slavery going on. Definitely, for sure. That's in the works. Why? Because ain't nobody. So you filed. I have it in my phone everywhere. You filed a federal complaint in court. In court. In court. And they didn't respond? No. They responded with you did. It wasn't a response to we're gonna fix the problem. No. I didn't want to get this apartment because I knew I filed that complaint. Kentucky was one of the places, they're not in the complaint, but it started here. So in one way I thought it was smart to come here, but in another way, do you know nobody knows how corrupt this is. This is bad. And I mean bad. Bad, bad. And that master does not like to get caught. He doesn't like to get caught. But I think that when I go to feeling, the situation out, he is so caught that he is secretly impressed. But he's super mad. But he is he's impressed and he's in shock that a black girl caught him and she can read me like that. God, he's saying that to himself. He sent me a message on the movie on on Tubi, My Father or something like that. Father, something about the father killed her mom, and and the girl caught the daddy in some crazy movie that they overlaid. And so I looked at it, and he had put a message in the movie that the daughter ended up being. She kept saying in the movie, "I'm just like you. I'm just like you." And so she caught him being just like him. What would he do? And she caught him. So he was impressed that he was going to jail, and he was still impressed that, dang, she just like me. She caught me. And so he was going to jail though. So I think he know. I don't think he going to jail because white men don't go to jail. But I don't think he going to jail. But I think he is embarrassed, and I think, but at the same time, you know, I think he is impressed that that black girl caught me. That black girl caught him. A black girl with no hands. And so I think that is that is mind boggling to him. He can't. It's like I think I don't think I know. I'm just as much as I talk about him, he think about me. Just as much as I talk about him, he thinks about me. He can't fathom a black girl did this. Every day he think about me. Every single day he thinks about me because of what he did. And look how far it's gotten. And it's bad that so many people know, and they be like, be quiet. You keep doing stuff and you get caught. And look, that, I mean, I want him to give me money so I could go and build my house by myself, and I will sit in this house all day and won't go anywhere and cook and eat my food, and I don't want to go out no more for a while. Like I can't just be like, you know, I'm gonna keep working and playing this game with him. I don't want to see him anymore. I'm tired of law enforcement, all of them. I don't look at anyone no different. I'm just as afraid to see the real police as I am afraid seeing one undercover. They don't look like police to me no more. Because all of the stuff that y'all done said, I cannot get that out of my mind. Y'all actually get rid of people and put them in diapers and wheelchairs because they're black? Y'all say that? Y'all actually say that? And nobody can make y'all stop doing that? And that's not even fair. And nobody knows that y'all do that. Y'all really do that. And you don't even, like, the black culture is just so stupid. That all these people out here are just at risk because y'all do that. If nobody don't make y'all stop and y'all target black men. And anybody that tries to stop them from doing that, it doesn't go well. Like to be sitting up here doing this when I could be at work and you don't get to work because he don't want you to. You have to move around his schedule and do what he wants you to do, or else. And he puts stuff in your soap. Every time I take a bubble bath now, my legs hurt when I get out of the tub because he put stuff in your soap. Diapers and wheelchairs. I didn't want to get this apartment because I did not want to be in a state of submission to him like that. That you gotta kiss his ass in order to live. You gotta do it. You gotta be so submissive to him in order to live. You can't say nothing about all the stuff he's done. You can't say anything about it. Or he know he's gonna just take. That's all he knows how to do. Just take stuff. Just take stuff. He take everything. He takes everything. He takes everything. He takes everything. He took Nico, Corey, Harvard, Ketchup, Mommy, Wanda, Diddy. He just takes. He takes everything. He just takes. He takes. If you make him mad, he just takes stuff. He takes your credit all the way down. Everything. He just has so much power. He has so much power. He wants you to totally see it. You just bow down to it. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it to see me like this. He loves it. He loves it. All of the stuff he's done to me mentally, you just cannot get over it. He used to tell Ketchup how to have sex with me. He wanted me choked. He has a choking fetish. He he is he's caught. He don't like it. But he got too much power, so he doesn't have consequence to his actions. And nobody cares because nobody's over him. So you can't make him accountable. Who's gonna say something to him? Nobody. So in order for me to have a life, I don't know. Cause he still does stuff to me to make me sick, to make me hurt. He specializes in what you can't see. Like, I don't know what he did to me last night, but I woke up with my sides hurting real bad. It was probably the chicken salad from Walmart or something at Walmart, or the banana, because I ate that banana last night and I took a nap yesterday. So it was probably that banana. But he poisons everything, everything. And I can guarantee on the 21st of this month, he's going to make me look like I have a period. And whatever I eat on the 20th and the 21st of this month is going to be poison. And that's going to make me bleed out of my hip on the 21st. So that way, when I go to the bathroom and I wipe and I have blood on the tissue, he's going to take pictures of that. And then that's going to be, she has a period because he wants me to be pregnant. So he just makes stuff. He just makes it. And nobody stops him. Everybody see it and nobody stops him. He can do whatever he wants. He do whatever he wants to do, and you can't even lie about this. I'll go back. You can go back to the 20th or 21st of every month, and you just write, "I had blood in my stool today." Why? Cause he's there. He's there. You make somebody bleed out of their ass on the 21st of the month. You jackass. It's so to make somebody look like they're crazy, you make them bleed out of their ass. They say it's not slavery. It's not slavery. You make me have a false period to take pictures of. What a smart white man. He is so smart. He is just brilliant. The 21st of every month, you're going to bleed out of your You're going to bleed out of your ass. And I'm going to make your Instacart order so you can buy pads. Golly. Golly. Velvet taco around the 20th of the month, bleeding out of your ass. The 21st of every month, you're bleeding out of your ass. Why? Because my period was between the 19th and the 24th of every month. When I did have one over 20 years, 40 years ago, 20 years ago. So he's been watching me all that time. All that time. And I don't think it's a coincidence. You don't have nobody on your mom's side living anymore. No, not one. tell where I'm from. Nobody. 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 He takes everybody. Just makes stuff happen. Just the whole family just wiped out. Nobody knows what happened to them. They're just gone. They're just gone. Nobody knows who Crystal is but him. He just have all the answers. Nobody thinks that's weird. He just conveniently knows too much. When you think, why do you know so much? Because you were covering. You got all these brilliant answers on where my ancestry. Why is that important in a criminal investigation if you're not staging where I'm from? Why do you have that information? Because you're full of shit and you're hiding and you're covering and you're caught. So you tell lies. You build lies and you tell lies all day long. You tell lies all day long. Just like touching that phone just now. You best believe you just acknowledged the cash out or clicked on some little boy balls or whatever perverted he did. He don't ever do anything uncalculated. Everything he does is calculated. He does not do anything without a motive. Nothing. Nothing. He is extremely intentional, very intentional, very strategic. Nothing, not even an Instacart order is done. You keep picking bell peppers and you're making some kind of Mexican dish tonight. If you go in and you get tomato sauce, then it goes to something else. You're not doing anything throughout the day that does not serve him a purpose. Your YouTube channels, your music, your food, your orders, your location, your parking spaces, nothing is just ordinary. No, he has a plan for every little thing that you do. You have to wake up tomorrow at a certain time because you were asleep till 11 today. So tomorrow I need her up early. Wednesday I need her up at this time. Thursday she's up early. Friday she sleeps late because I worked at such and such. I need her parking space to be here on Tuesday evening. I need it to be there on Wednesday morning. I need her parked on this side on Thursday. I need her parked next to the white car out here on Friday. I need the Lexus car to come out at this time on this day. I'm going to send this Instacart order to make her run out of the house. I'm going to get him to pull up. This is going to be every single thing he does is extremely calculated. There is not one thing that goes on that is not calculated, that is not thought of. He is very thoughtful. He has amazing husband qualities. Um, and I used to jive on him about that. But he's annoying. But he has amazing husband qualities. He's very thoughtful. He's strategic. He is very passionate about his plans. He loves very hard, very, very hard. And he takes his property very serious. And I'm his property. So when these other people be talking about killing me off, if you were to even think about it and take away his pride and joy and ruin him of harassing me every day, you will see a complete monster evolve. No, he wants me for his whole little pleasure. I get to aggravate her every day. He takes great pleasure in it. I get to aggravate her. What can I do tomorrow? Oh, I can't wait. He loves it. He loves it when I, especially when I talk about him and I talk about his character like I am right now. He loves it. He loves it. I've never had anyone to do this before. And she's so on point. She's right. Wow. She's brilliant. I'm going to fuck her up tomorrow. That is how he thinks all day. What can I do to just get her really upset? What poison can I use? Do they have this still? How can I get this to her? What can I do? He, every day, all day, it's an adventure. And he sits there, and when you're bleeding out of your ass on the toilet, he's going to message. He will not let that go. He will message you as soon as you wipe your ass and you see the blood. He will do it on contact, and it will always be his number, 5 or 2. He will message you or put something on your screen that is 5 or 2 so that you will know that it's from him and he likes it. And when you feel hurt or disgusted, he gloats. See, I told you not to fuck with me. That's what he likes. Like today, I woke up with that. He waits. He watches me when I'm asleep. He's very attentive. He has good husband qualities. He's very attentive. Very attentive. So he watches me when I'm asleep. He tries to trigger my dreams. He hates anything about love or anything happy. He will not, he ruins all of those. No happy, nothing. Nothing. He don't like any of that. And he go to sleep. He watches me sleep. And then he does all of his evil shenanigans while I'm asleep. And he gasses me. And then when you wake up in the morning, he likes it when you go back and look at your Roku camera and see the times that he's sabotaged your phone and turned it off. He loves that. He likes it. And he likes when you get up and you're hurting and you say, why is this? He loves that. And then you go out during the day and you just play with him all day, all day. And he's ready and set up wherever you go. He's ready. So if you go over the racetrack, he's right there. You go over here, he's there. He's had all night to get his plans together for wherever you're going to be. I know she hadn't been to Chick-fil-A in a minute. She'll come today. Or if she haven't been this, she'll go here. And then she'll come over here. And she'll probably go home. If I piss her off, she'll go back home. And she'll go over here. And he just plays that. He really wanted me to be out today. He would have gave me another Instacart order that was good. He didn't want me to be out. So he knew she'll get something to eat and go home. And then that'll be Kroger. So from yesterday. And so he knew that. Because if he really wanted me to be out, he would have gave me another Instacart order that would have been good. And then you'll go do that order. And then that'll be that. But he didn't want me to do that. He wanted me to come home. It done been about the same Instacart order. I'm not really paying attention, but it done been about the same order every time I look over there on that screen. And it's that order for $17.38 going out to Scottsville, which is about the same price it was on October the 4th at that address. So he does not want me to be out today. Because if he did, he would woo me out with an order, and he didn't do that. So he doesn't want me out today, and probably don't want me making no money. Because he's probably working or somewhere in Tennessee or somewhere else. And he don't want me out messing up all the towers and messing up stuff. Because when I go out, if he's busy traveling, then if I go out, you're messing up everything, and he has to do all that stuff over again, and he don't like to do all of that. So he prefer you just stay home, and I can just keep this off the grid and block service to this number, and then go ahead and go out and go to Tennessee or wherever they be out traveling, and then you go out and then come back home, but don't be out buying stuff using your card, messing all up his transactions. He don't like that. He don't like that at all. That's messing up stuff. Sometimes I like to do it to get on his nerves too, because I know what he's doing, and so I know whenever my phone is quiet, like it's been too quiet today. Today's travel, and so it's been too quiet. So that means that I'm traveling. Something has went on, and so that my phone is not on the radar today because it ain't got no traffic to it. And then when I did Meyer, he turned off the internet connection but had it on somewhere else. So that means that that's travel, or it's the reason that he had my number blacked out. So it's why it's been so quiet. I ain't got no calls, no texts, no spam, no nothing. That means I'm not on the grid today. So it'll probably be later on when one of these Mexicans get off of work, or when they get back in town. And then you'll know and see, and then you can confirm it with YouTube. If I look on YouTube and it's all the way down today, you're traveling. You're traveling. So, and then your Instacart orders go to those areas that be in those states. So if he's in Louisville today or Arizona today, like you said on TV this morning, if he's in Arizona, then they will put um, your Instacart order to go to a street that's in Arizona, and he'll take pictures of that. And then you'll get an Arizona tag that'll be in the driveway, and then they'll have it look like Arizona neighborhood, and then that person will start messaging you from the Arizona phone number, and then you'll get calls, and you'll get all of the environmental factors that link it in, and then he'll be done with that. And then if you don't say anything, then he'll let you keep going, and then you'll just keep helping him. But you don't, it's not ever about you being free or living a life. No, he doesn't let any of that. Even though he hates me and wants me to die, he still don't want me to die before he wants me to die. He still wants to plan that out. And so I just pray and ask God to help me and to keep me. But God keeps me alive, but he doesn't want me alive. Only for his pleasure to aggravate, to torture. Because look at what you've done. White men with money like that don't like to be embarrassed. But he doesn't. White men go nuts when they're rich like he is and get embarrassed, and they don't take that well. They have big egos, and his ego is huge, and he don't. When you embarrass them, they will do anything. They're not reasonable after that. That's why you see white men, when they lose their jobs, they go just destroy everything. They're not rational when you embarrass them, because they're very privileged, and they don't know how to take um, adversity well, because they're privileged. They used to having everything. They got everything, credit, cars, all of this stuff. So they don't take adversity well, like the black culture is used to being down. So when you knock them down, they ain't got far to go. But you knock a rich white man down, that's a hard fall. And so when you done embarrassed him, that he's not rational. He's not too bright after that. He done checked out. of reality. He done went too far. So when he hear my lives, he's still inwardly impressed. Look at what this black girl done did. God darn it. She is all over me. And he sees God. So at the end of the day, he's not a Christian like that, but he sees God. And I think that he wrestles with God. I know he does. He told me in California he wrestled with God every day. He told me that in California through the boy AJ. He said he wrestled with God every day. He does. He does. He told me that. That was a verbal conversation. He said he wrestled with God every day. Every day. Every day. Because of what he did to me. So I don't know what him and God's conversations are like, but he definitely see God. And he know that there's a God. And he know that God is on my side and God don't like what he did to me or what he is doing to me. But he told me in California he wrestled with God every day. Every day he said that. And I believe he does. Because what he's done to me is I can't put a word to what he did. And I don't hate him because I'm equally as impressed as he is with me. I'm impressed with look at what you've done and look at what God allowed me to discover. I'm not apologetic about it because I built slavery and that's what I wanted to do. And I told him that in 2020, I'm going to build slavery on you. You got a slavery spirit and I'm going to build slavery on you. When he told me what he was going to build on me, I told him I'm going to build slavery on you. And I did. I built slavery. You got slaves and you're a federal official and you got slaves because these people are under you for indefinite amounts of time. What is wrong with you? You just got cases open for 20 and 30 years and you ain't done nothing with them yet? Those are slaves that you just done put electronic tracks on these people and they can't get out of it and don't know what's happening to them. Those are slaves. You don't even put electronic collars on them. And they can't get out. They're slaves. What's wrong with you? You're nuts. These are electronic nooses that they can't get out of because it's technology. So they can't get a job. They don't know why they're not, and their credit won't ever go up. Look at how he got me stuck in teenage years with my credit made for kids. Look at that. Look how long that's been on there. And I was 16 when I got that job. And it ain't never went off your credit yet? No, because he's in control of that. You don't put anything on my credit without his permission. Not one thing. Not one thing. My credit has to be approved. And I tell you one thing, Equifax is going to get the lawsuit of their lifetimes. Because I don't get no updates to my credit unless he authorizes it. You can't put anything on my credit without his permission. Nothing. He has all my entire life on his own personal computer that nobody can access. Nobody has access to it but him. And if I get an alert, he goes in and says, do I want this to stay? And I want this to come off. Take that off. I don't need that yet. I'm gonna change the date on this. Put this house on this. Put this address on here. Change the date on that. Uh, Give her this financing through this lender because they're also a bank. Link that bank to this. He just too much, too much authority. So how do you know who your car lender is? Because he decides. Those are all his decisions. That's all him. It's not real. You have to understand the process. It's not real. Mx plus y equals b, but the equation can be false if the variables are not true. He specializes in putting variables together that make a true but false statement. His narrative is false. So I looked at that and said, well, if you did mx plus y equals b with an untrue variable, then why do you think if you was to turn this around in reverse, like what God told me, why do you not see that same thing as fixing the economy? Because you put financial resources there that were false and you used electronic data to do it. So then wouldn't you stop using cash and use electronic data to fix the economy? Of course you would. Of course you would. That's why in the future we won't be using cash like that. Because cash you have to keep making, you have to keep doing, and it's more to it. And then people holding the cash and it's not going anywhere, it's out of circulation. So electronic currency is better for so many different reasons. And if you move to electronic currency, technically you get a whole new budget. So it's like I looked at that and said, because he don't use real resources. No, he doesn't. He puts everybody together. So who else has Ally Financial? Gwanda? Because Gwanda made the comment that she called and had set up arrangement, and it was very nice. So he did the same thing for you. So then you set up an arrangement that goes with what Gwanda, but whose account is it coming from? A Mexican's. So when you pay, and you pay through Cash App, that's going through Chime. So you're just rolling through all of these different people. This person say it, but this person doing it. But this person is holding the account. And he just keeps changing hands. And this junk is so boring. And he don't care. Because as long as you keep saying it, you're the one that's not going to work. Because the more you keep telling on him, the more madder he's going to get. And when you turn on the TV or look at anything on your phone, that first action is going to be his response to whatever you did. And it's more than likely going to be somebody dead. Because that's all he does. Every time you look at the phone, he puts somebody dead on there. That's it. He registers to sites that have obituaries, and that's all you see on your phone all day. He wants you to just stay on your mind. Just stay embedded in your conscience. Just think about it all day. And when I go down here to Scottsville Road, he works the traffic lights. He can make any light go on or off. He can operate anything technology at a switch. Anything. So when I go down here on Scottsville Road by Cone's Funeral Home, I hate to go right there because he knows that like whatever you stop in front of, you'll roll into. And so he purposely stops that so you can imagine yourself rolling into the funeral home. I'm not ever stopping there, and I'm not ever rolling in there. He does that. He do he can make anything appear in any way he wants. Anything. He can make, when you go in the store, he can make your card change to account, and it'll say account number. That's why when you go in them gas stations, them people is evil at that register, because you could be swiping and you don't know what he putting in on the other side of that register, because you swipe and that thing is not pulling from that card, it's pulling from an account. And when it pulls from an account, that's a different bank. And all he did was took pictures of you swiping, but it don't go to that account. And they'll be done suspended that transaction until you leave. Just because you got a receipt don't mean nothing. They'll go back in there and authorize that junk. I done seen that junk in California in 2021. The lady at that gas station right there by Walmart was always doing it. You go in there and they suspend that transaction and bring it back up, and then put an account number in there and authorize that gas purchase. They be doing that. It's all about how technical it is. And so I be looking and thinking, well, everywhere that you have holes is the solution to cybercrime. You're the criminal. The law is. Because you're the one doing the criminal stuff. So I'm looking at what you're doing and saying, that's why you allowing it. Because you're doing it. Because why would you allow this to go on if people had the capability of doing it? Then you would stop it. But you're not stopping it because the law is doing it. That's why you don't want to stop it. So you want cybercrime to go on because you get to do whatever you want to do. Well, you should just stop it. It doesn't even make sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. This junk is boring. And I don't even see really what's the hype at IT no more. Because once you fix cybercrime, that junk don't really get boring. I'm already bored with it. Because you ain't got nothing past the IP address. It's boring after that. I'm already bored with it. I'm bored with this. IP address, change your SIM, link your email, put your phone number, have it walking around. That junk is boring. I'm over it. I'm bored. The robot is bored. Ain't nothing else to do. It's boring. Connect in the same ways. It's boring. It's boring. It's boring. You're not creating anything new with it. You're just going the same thing. It's boring. Keep inventing phone numbers, turning them around. It's still boring because you're still connected at the IP address. That's why God said yesterday, it is over. Because the IP address is wrong. And you can't get any lower than that because that is the identification. That is the social security number. That is the name. That is the address. So once you get there, nothing else matters. That's the foundation. That goes directly to the IMEI number. And that is always, those two variables are consistently changing in the operation, which makes all of the evidence up here, doesn't matter how elaborate it was, it makes all of that crumble and fall apart. The mountain that they built fell apart because the IP and the IMEI number are consistently changing. Consistently. And since that is not a constant equation, it is impossible for this to have been built. And therefore, the mountain has crumbled and they lost. Because it's impossible. Doesn't matter how orchestrated the dates and the times are. Doesn't matter if you go get that advice and put it back into rotation. You had to manually go in there and to configure these. And every time you make an electronic footprint, whether you use a VPN or not, it leaves a trace and you cannot erase it. So if you were to get a forensic IT specialist to come in and review these cell phones and these IP addresses and the internet connections, they're going to see there is someone else on this data link. Every footprint this person makes, there is another set of footprints, and that's going to be who? The law. And I rest my case, and you lost. And he knows she's absolutely right. God damn it. She's smart. Yeah. And he wanted me to be a bad person. So he said he was making me smart on purpose. He's not making me smart. God made me smart. But he said he was making me smart so I could be a real bad person. So that's what he said. And I'm like, whatever. So he doesn't want me to be, uh, he's calling me today. And that looks like a drug number. Um, so he doesn't want me to be smart because he wants me to be smart, but he doesn't want me to be smart. Um, because he so uh, he don't he doesn't want me to be um, basically um, what do you call it? He doesn't want me to be um, smart that people can see it, but smart so that I look evil. That's why he made me a witch. I'm not a witch. I don't believe in the devil. He just wants me to be, uh, you know, used at his discretion so that he decides everything. I decide everything. Where you live, if you get to live there long, if you submit, okay, I will help you. But he's not really helping me. It's help in uh, he's not helping you, but um, it will be what you call it. It will be. I'm laughing at this email. I just it will be. What else that? If you like basically whatever the situation is, like you will like just he controls everything. That's all I can say. Like if you everything that you do, you have to do it because he's building something else. But he wants you just extremely submissive. I mean, just like the slaves. Like don't no talking back. None. None. You don't. He don't even want you to think negative about him. Nothing. You just do and be quiet and you just take it and you just hold it in and you act like nothing going on and you don't say nothing to family, you don't say nothing to friends, you don't say nothing to nobody. You just act like it's not happening. And he wants that. Will your life be better? No. He just don't want def- defiance for you to act like nothing's going on. He don't want none of that. He don't want any of that. He wants you to be completely submissive to him. Submit to his authority. And that's it. If you don't, then you suffer the consequences. I have to pay my rent. I'm looking for the landlord's number. And it was in my phone because she texted me and called me about the lease. So let's say this was 8/22, 8:15. She texted me that day. Yep, they took her number out of the phone. I knew it was her. They took her number and it's not in the phone. I'm gonna look and see my block list, but it's not. And it was in here because she texted me and said, she texted me and said, you could come by the office, and then the other number is, but her number ain't. And if you go back and look in the dates on September, when did I move ahead? 22nd. Yep. So September the 22nd. Let's see. They took it out. That's correct. And that means if the law took out her phone number, then she's a device holder, which is what I already said. And look at this number, 0383. And on September 22nd was the day that I moved in here. I called, outgoing call to Tennessee, 615-745-2000. That is 2007, the account number to, what's the name? And her number is nowhere in here on the 22nd when I moved in this apartment. And she called me over and over again that day to come to the office to meet her and to text her, and it ain't nowhere in this phone number. And her phone number was 01-270-904-0172. And that number ain't nowhere in this phone. And you know, there it go right there on the 26th. And then when you click on messages, no messages come up. They cleared it out. Wow. And she said she was gonna message the white dude. Yep. Now you see why. Now you see why it's so bad here. Because if she is in association with that white dude that had the grocery, that means that's law enforcement, and that's why you having it so bad here. That's why it's poison. That's why the door is like it is. That's why the door back here is like it is. And that's why you be getting gas. I can't believe that. And her number, I looked at that IP address yesterday on the other day on that lease agreement. When I said, I don't know what them white people gonna do. Because when they look at that and see that, and that ain't the IP address on this phone, and you sign the lease on the phone, I don't know what they gonna do with that. Ain't no court gonna, ain't no judge gonna issue no warrant on that, whether they got paid or not. They gonna look at that and say, how you gonna justify that in a court? You can't say she had another phone, cause this phone got all the lease and stuff in it, and that ain't the address. And they, even if they say it's this phone, that's still not. Let's see if it's the thing, the IP address to this. Hold on, cause I got that right here. Hold on, hold on. I got the IP address to that too. Which this one definitely changed. So they be putting this one on text free and then coming to this phone sometimes. So let's see. All right, that number is 16856. Let's see. Nope, it ain't on that either. It's on an iPhone, and that iPhone from that rent office was out there at Reedville Road, cause the last four is 1018. Good night. And 1018 is opening in that rent office. And when I signed my lease agreement online, they was on access the agreement too, and they would be in trouble in a leasing office because they would say, why would you accessing somebody's information after hours and not on the office computer? Whoop whoop. That'd get somebody fired real quick. If I go tell that to Brookside Properties, why was she accessing the account online on a personal device? Whoop! You're not supposed to be accessing personal accounts on your devices or outside of the property, only from in there because their computers get monitored. Whoop! And then if the law wanna be like, well, we wanted you to have the IP address so you could hack into their computers, you're getting a little too fuzzy right there. A little too fuzzy. It's not making any sense. And then when I be on live, they go turn it on the Bluetooth so it look like you on the phone with somebody. They be playing games. I was gonna make a partial payment on my rent because it don't say that you can't. And when I used to do leasing, they used to let people pay on the rent. And now she don't have the number that she was messaging me on, and she don't have my last name. She only got Crystal on here and not my last name. And then they be coming up with new emails because MGR Adler is not their email address. So they be putting prefixes on that email you want, but it's okay. I already know she won because she got the iPhone. And when she said she was gonna message that man on Reedyville Road, I was like, why would you do that? Because that's your phone number that she's using. So it looks like you're sending harassing messages to the white man. They always take up for the white people, always. So they want to make him look like the victim. That's why the FBI ain't let nobody see that video of what really happened. They blocked that because he white. And Gwanda said Toya haven't paid her rent yet either. So they have us being just alike. What going on with Toya? Um, they have us being just alike, following the same thing. And I just emailed her and called her. And when I put my signature at the bottom, they gray it out. So if I was to get my lease agreement and read it, it don't say you can't pay part of your rent. So let's see. She did not respond yet. Oh, $31? Yeah, not for 54 miles. It's getting late. Why you have to be? It's getting late. Why you have to be here? They are not gonna get me going no store buying no duffel bag, child. They got me bent. They done had a rug in the store today, a duffel bag. It look like they got too much stuff going on. We not doing that. It's getting late. Why you have to be here? Let's see. All right, let me go over here. I had my 11:55 mental health moment now. For real, I can't do this every day. I have to survive. The man does not want me to survive. He wants me to be right here doing what I'm doing, and you can't. You stay totally distracted by his shenanigans all day, that you don't ever be productive. But that is exactly the state of mind that he wants the black culture in. Like, I think on one hand, I hate what he's done to me, but I love it because I see slavery. Like, he wants the black culture to stay riddled with chaos, violence, poverty, sickness, ignorance. you know, he does not like for the black culture to say smart. Why? What is wrong with him? He does not want to lose his stake, his position in the world. He doesn't like to share. He does not like to share. He doesn't want to share his crops, his money, and he doesn't want to give the African Americans a privileged opportunity. He doesn't believe in that. He doesn't. It is to his core. He does not believe in that. He believes that someone has to be the minority, and it's not going to be him. And he doesn't believe that African Americans are smart enough. He thinks he's the only one that is. So when you look at it, it's slavery all over this, because in the African American culture, they build the ghetto with biometrics and analytics and data, and they drive African Americans, keep pushing them over here. And then when they all get over here, then we're going to tear it up, because I know how to put drugs there, and they're not real drugs. These are synthetic drugs to make these mental health numbers skyrocket. Because I need to take care of my doctors. I need to have my jail stocked, and I got these welfare workers to pay. I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna just put these bunch of people over here, and I'm just gonna have fun with them all day. Then when they go to jail, I make money. And then when they go to the doctor, I make money. And I'll put them in their own network, because I don't want to mix with them at the doctor. I don't want their blood over here in my clinic. It's very, very organized. That is definitely slavery. So you have them going to a network. Yeah. And do anybody know if those doctors are licensed? Nobody knows anything. Because you're just going to somebody with a white jacket on. You have no idea who that person is. You have no idea. You don't know who that person is, and he's just sticking the hell out of you. And ain't nobody checked on him, no. He don't have nothing on his walls. If he does, you don't know if it's true. And he just be giving you shots. Why? Because you're black. And then you leave and say, they died right after they went to the doctor. You think? Did they make a federal complaint of any time? They say the doctor said, and nobody ever questions it, because it's the doctor. So what if the doctor and the law had a pact? I think it's more than a conspiracy theory. I think I'm on the money. Slavery. He found a way. I can hide behind technology. I can make them go to my own network, make them live over here in an area where I want them to live. I can put some guns in there. All I gotta do is take the money out, and that everybody gonna get angry. That's all I gotta do. He knows he's very smart. If I make him broke and they ain't got no money, violence is going on the rise. He knows that. Everybody argue when they ain't got no money. There you go. Then I'm put need some gays to go in there. Need to get HIV running around in there, because I got too many now. So some of them got to go. So then I'm gonna take them girls, and I'm gonna get them to blowing on balls, and I'm gonna turn them out. I'm gonna get all the men out of the homes, so I can separate this. And that's exactly what the ghetto is, and he made it. The white man made that. Why do you really think that in a housing market that is paid for by the government, why is that the worst place to live? Because it is made. You would think if the law is paying your rent, this is the best place to live. No, that's not the system. It's the worst place to live because I put all of my garbage here. You don't see no white people going over there. You're not, that's not for you. This is for them because these are slaves. These are system slaves. And we want you to keep getting free rent and you stay here for 50 years if you want. We ain't got no criteria. We ain't making you get off. We ain't making you work. We ain't making you doing nothing. You just live on it. Have your kids and grandkids, and I'll send a little dope down there. And we'll put everything right there in that little zip code. And they can just be down there all day. And we'll put a lot of police down there, and they kill each other off, just say it was drugs, and they just move on. And just keep everything in-house. And that little one community is putting in millions a year in the system. So why would they change it? He's making money from that. Everybody is making money from that one little apartment complex. Everybody, that one apartment complex is making millions of dollars. Everybody going to the doctor. Everybody got kids. Everybody getting food stamps. Everybody getting a check. None of those men are working. I'm going to make all of them get on drugs and weed and crack and heroin. I'm going to put all of that right there. Then I'm going to put them all in jail. And then once I take them all and put them in jail, I'm going to take every last one of them kids. There's 500 kids in that one community. 427 of them is going to be in prison by the time they turn 15. And I'm going to make sure of it because I'm going to put all of this stuff out there that is going to make it very hard for them not to succumb to my shenanigans that I put there. And you think that white man don't already know what I'm saying? Of course he does. Of course he does. He's sitting back there saying, God darn it, that girl is tearing me up. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely got slavery going on. You just found another way to do it. You don't need to have them whooping them in the back. You got another system to do it. You ain't got to ever use a whoop no more. You're using the prison. You're using emotions. You're using social media. You're using the news. You're using biometrics and analytics and algorithms to beat them every day. When they turn it on and then all they see is black person shot by white cop. That's doing it. That's doing it. Every time you pick up your phone, black person missing. That's doing it. That's doing it. Every time you pick up your phone, black person got sentenced to 59 years. That's doing it. That's doing it. Every time you pick up that phone, I want you to read one of those three. So you will keep that in your mind. Don't play with me. That's what it's doing. Every time you pick up on your phone, you keep reading that. Keep reading that. And you keep seeing black people doing dumb stuff. Take off your videos and twerk in the front of the frying chicken and bend over with your big old juicy booty all in the screen and fried chicken and bend over and twerk for me. That's what he wants to doing. He wants us doing. And fried chicken. And go get a lot of syrupy stuff. I hate when I be talking to East on the phone and she be saying all that. I'm finna go eat more Harvest Table. I be saying to myself, he is making us look so bad. So bad. God, Lee, he making us look bad. And East to keep saying it. Even though it be artificial intelligent voiceover sometimes, just keep saying the same thing. I'm just going to get more of that. I'm so sleepy. And he'd be recording all of that junk. Just make the black people sound bad. Stop keep eating that. Don't you know if he ever decided and just wanted to just hypothetically speaking, get rid of you, do you see that you're making it very easy for him? Effortless. Every time you keep saying you went to eat there, that man is recording that. Every time you say that. I ate no fried food today. I ate fried food twice today. I went to the buffet twice. That white man is recording and I be cringing. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Because every time you do that, he thinks that is evidence, which means he thinks that black people are dumb. He wouldn't record it if it didn't make sense. He's recording you saying that. It gets on my nerves. You don't see white people doing that. So why is he recording black people doing it? Because he knows you're killing yourself off. I ain't gotta do it. They keep going to Harvest Table every day. Stupid. They just keep going there. Here go more of my money. It can't be that good after a while. Eventually your taste buds should get tired. Every day you say it. I went to Harvest Table. White man recorded dummies. Them rich white men that eat duck and salmon and salads and rice cakes and gluten free and all of that. When they write that, you can imagine these are rich white men that eat delicacies and fine foods and all of this stuff and don't drink sodas and all of that, and you're sitting up there every day telling, I ate Harvest Table. Them white men is looking at you, dummies, recording that junk every day that you keep saying that, and then you go back and you're building a file. I be saying, oh my God, this is crazy. Who is that talking about? And it's racially based. And it's racially based. Racially based. That you just keep doing it over and over and over again. And they obviously think something is wrong with it. Because they think we are just the dumbest things next to sliced bread. And you keep doing it. And they got bright ideas. They don't do nothing with them. Why? Because y'all have all the money and the resources to yourselves. So if somebody had a good idea, who can get past the master? Nobody, because you can't get no financing. They take your credit down 200 points. Make sure you don't get nothing but a stick of gum. You can go get Chan. You can borrow all your money off your paycheck. You can do that. We would keep that open for you as an option, so that you can stay in debt. And the minute you don't have that job, you ain't got no money coming in. And we're going to mess up your bank account. So you can do that. They love to do that. Daily pay. We have daily pay. Black people, daily pay. We'll give you your check early. Daily pay. You want your check early? So when you get on Friday, you only have the $30 left. White people ain't using that. White people you're not paying no white person to walk around here with no Chan. Chime. We get American Express for free because we white. He's saying chime. We don't have that. Alright. So, let's see. I didn't get a response. She probably won't respond since that I know that IP address is hers. So they was messaging you for order in they was messaging you for order that was what you call it, and wait, what was I gonna say? They was messaging me for order. Oh well, I forgot it. I looked at this and forgot it. So these orders today, they want me near Scottsdale, and PetSmart is 21 miles. Ain't nobody going there, and ain't nobody going downtown. I ain't got no orders, I think, to go to this Scottsdale yet. The orders are good, but I don't like to go around Scottsdale. The Scottsdale is, I don't like to just be around in that area. Oh, good. I could pay on my rent. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Making a way. Look at God. Look at God. Every day. Look at God. Look at, I can't take no credit. He's the one who did it. Look at God. Oh, look at God. Look at God. Always making a way. Look at God. Look at God. Every day. Look at God. Look at, I can't take no credit. He's the one who did it. Look at God. Oh, look at God. Look at God. Always making a way. Look at God. Look at God. Every day. Look at God. Look at, I can't take no credit. He's the one who did it. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, to the floor now. Oh, oh. Yes! Yes! Woo! Oh, yes. And he's going to record that. Say, bipolar, schizophrenic. She was just crying. Yeah, that he let me pay my rent on time. That means he wants me in the house a little bit longer to put me in the wheelchair. Whew. Okay. All right. Good deal. I will be by tomorrow. See, God be giving me ideas. Because God told me this morning, you could pay on your rent. You remember when you was a leasing agent, as long as they come by, you could pay on your rent. It don't say that you can't in your lease. I was like, that's right. They used to come by there. They used to come by. Treat. It's on winning season. Yes. All right. Oh, here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go. Oh, oh, oh. It's gonna be all right. Okay, so I am so happy. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna have my place to stay. It's my winning season. All right, so I'll pay my rent. rent. Now I'm back amongst the living and the normal. I don't have to worry about this. Now let's see. So what I need to be doing. I definitely need to be doing making some money. Lord, I know you're gonna bless me and open a door for me. I know you're going to do it. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so thankful. Thank you, Lord, for making a way for me. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. 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 Okay, so I'm paying part of my rent. And then the next thing, what I want to do is um, paying my rent. And then from there, I want to, okay, so I need, now, let's see. I have to pay light bill. I ain't worried about that light bill. I am so grateful. I am grateful for the things that you have done. I'm so grateful for the victory you won. I could have something. I could go on and on and on about your works. I don't know what I'm saying. Because I'm grateful for. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 into 500 is $50 a day. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, so pay my rent, and then what else I do? Good job! Yes! Yes! I could go on and on. Alright, so but I still need to find a job ASAP. And I got an interview tomorrow, and I got one Wednesday. I should have went to one today. That's too far. And yes, he used to ask me that I want to hear her song. I hate to say no, but I don't want all of her personalized content in my phone because they be flooding out my phone with other people's content. And then when they go to swap them IP addresses around and you go to court and you have all that person's stuff in your phone, no, they already say I'll be up here doing work, sitting with old people, babysitting children. I don't want to do none of that boring stuff. That's not me. That's some I like to do what I'm doing right now. I was supposed to be an environmental psychologist for the United States government. That is what I want to do. And even if I didn't work for the government, I still want to be on form some type of civil rights coalition with a board of attorneys and stuff like that, that we make sure slavery is not existent, because although we allegedly have civil rights leaders, those people do not do real civil rights cases. No, they don't. Because I cannot call Al Sharpton right now and say, look at what they're doing to me. Do you want to end up in a conspiracy tomorrow? Then we suggest you leave that alone. And he would say, oh, he said that he's not able to return your call. And you was to call Black Lives Matter. And they was to say, who life matter? We don't know anything about it. Good night. Who Black Lives Matter? We don't know nothing about that. We don't care nothing about that, man. You got this movement going on and you don't. No, people don't care, child. There'll be a scandal tomorrow by 5 o'clock. You have anything to do with Crystal Ketchup? Scandal by 5. Would you like to still be in business? No, we're fine. We don't want to have anything to do with it. That's what we thought. You would get the message out of this world. Leave that case alone. Oh, it's leave it alone? Okay, yeah, we already know. Oh, okay. Yeah, they already know. Yeah, already know. Don't bother them cases. Why do you think these celebrities be getting in the scandals and nobody don't say nothing? Because they already know. Don't touch it. R. Kelly, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Yeah, like you don't know what's going on. I'm so happy about that. That was the best news that I could have gotten. Now I have a place to live for another month. Yay! And I am telling you, I ain't going. All right, I need to make me some money, Lord. I need some money. All right, I already sent this to my phone, but I'm gonna do it again. Um, so tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow, and well, I still ain't heard nothing from my son. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm probably glad. I think that when I was seeing him, I went around there and I seen them just setting cars, pulling up, and they knew I wasn't gonna take that too much longer. So they said, we gonna cut that out because she gonna say something in a minute, because I was already looking at the tags. And then the FBI is too clean cut And I was looking at them and saying, I'm looking at the tag, I'm looking at the vehicle, I'm looking at the profile, and you too clean, and even if you're not FBIU or FBI related, because these black boys around here look dusty. So you are too clean cut, and the FBI boys, them men be buff, clean. They be forgetting when they go out that they is all in their pores, just who they are, cause they on the low cocky. So I was looking and saying, you're not from Bowling Green, and if you're not from Bowling Green, what are you doing here? And why are you around Nico? And what are you doing? Because you're bringing stuff. When I said I wanted to bring stuff to Nico for the children, and you're doing it, then let's tear up the phone, tag, and the receipt, and then just take it all apart. So they was like, oh no, we ain't gonna have this. We're gonna go ahead and stop that. So they did. I ain't talked to him no more. But it's okay. I already know my son worked for him because Shay, the DEA office, was at 2370 Cape Mill Station Boulevard in Unit 310 in 2021 around February when I worked right here at this hotel for one night, I think two, and I ran away from there. Ran. Because they was upstairs all the way on the end in room 205 with that girl Ariel and that man named David something maintenance. Always that freaking maintenance. And they was opening and closing them hotel doors, turning off the lights like it was a real haunted house. And I ran out of there before my shift even ended. I ran from there and called that lady Kathy and told her, you can have it. I'm done with this. I ran out of there. They had scared me so bad. This is when it first started, and I didn't know what they was gonna do, and all them different interests, and all it was dark, and in the middle of the night, I'm not gonna stop here fool with y'all crazy white people. I ran out of there. Goodbye. You can have it. They had the computer, the elevator door open and close. I kept hearing ding, ding, and wasn't nobody getting off, and then the door would just be opening. So as soon as you look this way to the elevator, it say ding, ding, and then it open and close back. Oh, don't worry about it. If I could just get to my car, you can have it. Yeah, I forget it. I ran out of there. Forget it. Every time they had at the elevators is to the right, and the door when you hear opening, closing. Every time you look this way, they open this up. Man, forget that junk. Y'all is crazy. You can have it. Forget it. Forget it. I'm done with it. Don't want to work here anymore. I ran out of there. Ran. Worked there one night, and I loved the job. They had cut the computers off, had me checking in guests on top of guests. They had to mess up all the reservations. Man, forget this junk. Forget it. I don't want to work here no more. I ain't got time for this. My husband got a job. I quit. Because I didn't have to work there anyway. But that night that I was gone, Shay had stayed there with Ketchup, and they had staged Nico out of town in Boston. So they made it look like I was out of town. That's why they ran me off from the job. And then Shay came back, and something happened. And I had asked her something, what she was going to do or whatever, and she said she wanted to leave or whatever. Long story short, she left. And when she left, she called the police on the house. I think we borderline got into it a little bit. And she left and was blowing the horn outside. and called the police and said it was drugs in the house. So they would set me up for drugs back then. And in order for her to do that, the law did it and probably said it was her. But either way, in order for that to happen, they had to know about the plot. And I didn't care nothing about that. And I opened that door and I seen that lady. They ain't had the dogs. So I said, well, if it's supposed to be drugs in here, shouldn't they be bringing dogs? And they said, whenever we get a call like that, we have to come out and investigate. And they went directly upstairs to Nico's room. And I was saying, why they go upstairs? Why wouldn't drugs be downstairs? They went right upstairs to the room where Nico was. Because they already knew what was going on. I didn't care. I let them come in. Well, if it's drugs in here, you need to find them, and we both gonna figure it out. I ain't got nothing to hide. Come on in. I'll let the police in. No warrant. Go and check. You want to start down here? It's a closet. They said, no, we gonna go upstairs. Why you went upstairs to Nico's room? Inquiry minds would like to know. And all that stuff is written down and accounted for. February of 2019. Nico and Shay was living in there. Then Nico had the wreck conveniently with the dump truck. Then they say you had a hauling dump trucking company. Good night. And then Nico comes back over there and say, will you help me call the insurance? I'm not doing any of that, Nico. Then he come over there to my, would you go to renter center? So that means they got the renters. So I'm not doing any of that, Nico. Nico, stop playing with me before you get a whooping now. Because you would get a whooping playing with these FBI with me. I'm still the mama. I'm not going to play with you in this foolishness with them. Because I already know you working with them now, but you're going to stop playing with me. And when I really found out that Nico was FBI in January of 2020, when I went around there, them people came out, them two white men came out of the hotel. Like, what you came around here to do? Nothing, sir. Not one thing. I came around here just to tell my son I love him. I'm gonna go home. Y'all play too much. I'm gonna go right back to my house. I just had it on my mind. It ain't nothing gonna go on. Them people came around there. Nico was in the 3, honey. Them people came around there. Nico came out the hotel. And them two white men came out there around here. Like what? I said, oh, I went and told Sharon, Nico is with the FBI. They was at the intern suites in January of 2020. They put Nico in the 3. They put Nico in the swoosh. I said, oh. And the white man was driving Nico's car. Good night. Good night. Them people, real disrespectful. Real disrespectful. They want you to crush. Oh, they got my children. They making my children like you a real drug dealer. Like you what's that man Frank Lucas? They doing that. Like you that, and your family is really helping them. They operation is bigger than them. I mean, this is like, are y'all really serious? Yeah, they did that. So it looked like we need your whole family. Are y'all crazy? I'm not interested in selling no drugs. That junk is boring to me, and I don't appreciate it. I would never do that. Sell weed, cocaine, none of that. Because borderline is too slow for me. And number 2, I'm not interested. I would never be interested in selling no baggie. I'm not gonna drive and bring you no little Ziploc bag. What is wrong with you? I would prefer to sell furniture and make my day better and fix my pillows and put me some bad pillows with this and sell it. I'm not gonna get into no drugs. Are you nuts? I don't have time for that. Leave me alone with this foolish stuff now. I don't like the foolishness. I'm not gonna put nothing, sit here and sack nothing in no baggies all day long. This is $20. What the hell can I do with that? Nothing. I could sell my couch and go get me some pillows. And matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go do that. And go get me some pillows and fix my sofa and sell this junk for about $300 and make me some money. I prefer to do that. I don't prefer to put on, I'm gonna sell a baggie and I'm gonna go drive it around too and run out my gas. I don't have time for that. That's the dumbest crime I've ever seen in my life. And I don't care what they buy. I'm not interested in that. I made $160 today selling weed, and it's worth 10 years in prison. Don't have no time and no concept for that. That is not my cup of tea. They got the wrong sister for that. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in drugs. I'm not interested in. I don't even care if it was by weight. I'm not interested in that. I've never been interested in that. I like selling furniture because it's pretty. It's a talent. It's an art to it. Everybody can't do it. I like doing that. I don't want to sell drugs. I don't want to commit crimes. I don't want to be a hacker. And I'm not a hacker. I work for the United States government. In the same way, they don't see my value. I don't see their value either, because we still got all these slaves on the street and all these people sitting in prison for no reason at all, and they didn't commit no crime. So we both don't see value in each other. You just get paid for it, and I don't. But we don't see value in each other, because I don't see why the feds, what are you doing? And it's all these slaves around here. What are you doing? Because all I see is a lot of fine ass men driving a lot of rich ass vehicles and just got entirely too much power. And I don't see the power being used to do anything but build slavery. That's all I see. Because I don't see anybody getting out of prison. I don't see any programs going into play. I don't see you feeding any hungry people. I don't see you using that power to make this world a better place. I think y'all are taking a nap. I think they are. Just straight up taking a nap. Just a good old nap. I don't see anybody protected in this whole debacle but white people. That is it. White people are extremely blessed. Extremely. Beyond measure. Unfathomable. Doesn't make any sense. And they're talking about this is equal. It is not. Stop telling that lie in the name of Jesus. This is not equal. You took my credit score down over 150 points strictly because you did it by free will. And you put every debt. I looked at my credit report and they put every debt paid on time. So then why is it down 150 points? Strictly because you wanted to, because you changed the date. And when you changed the date, algorithms took everything back to the original state that it was. Come on, tell the truth and shame the devil. This is stupid. This is silly. This is very dumb. This operation is very dumb. Very dumb. All these different IP addresses going to all these different people, Mexicans and all of that, and they're just sitting around. Every time you go to the bathroom, a Mexican goes to the bathroom. Just like they did at work. Why don't you ever meet friendly people? Because they don't exist. They don't want you having no friends. So you don't meet no neighbors, no. In this big old apartment complex, you are very secluded. They're everywhere. Everywhere. You don't meet anybody. You don't talk to nobody. We want you secluded as possible. You don't get to talk to nobody. You go to work, all Mexicans. You go on Instacart, Mexicans. You go live Mexicans. That's it. That's it. They're just determined to teach you a language that I don't want to know. It's rude and disrespectful. We're just going to make you a Mexican. Well, can I just go to Mexico already? Are we gonna go back on the boat like we did in the real slavery days? Or are you gonna fly me there? This is boring and very stupid. You're just gonna make me a Mexican. Just make you that. That's entirely too much power. Sit up here in an empty apartment. You can't have no life, can't have no boyfriend. I'm 48 years old. I'm supposed to be having the best sex of my life. Can't even have sex, can't do nothing. Just a slave. Just move around all day and work for him and go drive and go do this and don't say nothing. I was not gonna say nothing, boss. I was just gonna take it. I was just gonna be quiet. I was gonna be a good slave. I was gonna be grateful for us got a life. And I'm grateful that I got somewhere to go. The master gave me a roof over my head and a car to drive. I'm gonna sit here and be quiet. Maybe he'll let me have a little adult fun sometimes. I think I'm a borderline start talking like a slave and really just make his dreams come true. I think I'm gonna start doing it. Just I say it all the time. I think I'm just one day I'm just gonna out of nowhere I'm just gonna turn and I ain't gonna turn back. You just started talking like a slave. Yeah, because that's what it is. Slavery every day. I'm this close. They keep playing with me. I'm this close to ordering that slave outfit. And I'm wearing it with no drawers. I'm wearing it with no drawers on. I swear I am. I swear I am. I'm gonna make that white man dreams come true. I'm gonna bring it all the way back for you. They gonna say, I'm gonna embarrass the hell out of him. Why do that? Why do Crystal got on that slave like, oh, cause I'm helping him. I'm making his fantasies come true. I'm gonna lay in the bed and just masturbate all day. With that slavery outfit on and just look dusty and put a little grass on it and just make it look just stay bent over and be rubbing the floor. He'll just love it. He'll just love it. And just make all kind of specialty cornbreads and just go in there and just bake for no reason and just get on the floor and just bend over. I'm gonna height it up a little bit in the back, let my butt be showing, and just let him just take all the pictures he wants. He'll probably let me have anything I want there. He'll probably let me really have whatever I want then if I just be quiet and get on the floor and be naked and just wash, in the corner and turn it on and be baking stuff and make something that he might like, some salmon and make some salad and get some thing at like I'm churning some fresh mashed potatoes and leave the skin in there a little bit like he like it and put some butter in there. He'll probably be like, God, I love her. Keep her alive a little bit longer. Oh my God. This is crazy. Slavery too. It's definitely slavery. All day long. All day. I just can't stand it. But I need to do that for real. I'll probably look for me some pillows, put on my couch, and take some pictures of it and sell it. I don't need any furniture in here. And I can find me anything to sit on, even though I do sleep on it. But I'm not worried about that. I need to be trying to make me some money so I can pay my bills. But this looks good and nice. I might do this and make $27. Oh no, I'm definitely going out. Let's see. That's 4 orders, 27, 22, and then 27 in Glasgow. Glasgow is going 25 miles, and PetSmart is going 23 miles. I mean, you're going around to the same areas. You're not going to the same, yeah, it's about the same area or the same distance. So it could be used that way. But $27, that's not bad. I think I'll do this. I better hurry up.